What's up, everybody? Instagram, YouTube, it's finally here. So we're gonna do this whole thing here, and I'm gonna show you guys what's the difference in these. This isn't about like who's gonna be the one that's gonna be the better one. This is actually gonna be telling you the differences in these tools, which company you should go with, not based on competitiveness. They're both great tools, but this is gonna tell you why you wanna pick the Hypervolt or why you wanna pick the TheraGun G2. Yes, I'm a little biased towards my G2 because it's an amazing therapy tool. I use it. I've used the TheraGun brand for 2.5 years. I just recently got this a few months ago. And they're completely different, guys. Don't try and compare the two. Don't try and get in a little peeing match between the whole TheraGun, Hyperice, who's the better one, because they're both great companies, okay? Both have great quality customer service. Both have great shipping. Both have, I mean, the price is relative to what you're looking to do with it, guys. I mean, honestly, there's a reason why this one's $350. I don't mean it in a lesser quality kind of manner, but this business model and what they do is completely different than what Hyperice is. So you can't just look at the product and then try and assume that you guys know everything about the company. The company functions differently. That's why the TheraGun is going to be a $600 tool. This is going to be a $350 tool. There's a reason for that. Okay, so I don't really think I should waste any more time because I don't want these videos to be crazy long. I don't feel like you guys are watching. So, TheraGun. All right, let's talk about this. I've used this for 2.5 years. I will argue with anybody that I use it more than anybody on earth. That's simply because I'm putting in 40 to 50 hours of straight usage, guys. That means I turn this on for 40 to 50 hours a week and don't shut it off, okay? That doesn't mean that my total booked schedule of 50 hours, that means that I'm using this gun for that much straight through. So I know a lot about it. I don't say that to toot my own horn. I just want you guys to feel comfortable with what I'm telling you because I have put in the time to actually figure out which way to use these and exactly how they work. And believe me, guys, 2.5 years ago, I built 1,000 horsepower race cars my whole life before this. Before I got into bodywork and everything, I did a different type of automotive work, body work. So I'm very familiar with power tools, guys. I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in power tools when I built race cars, and I thought I was going to pick this up and I was going to be the man with it. Wrong. It's not how it works, guys. So when you pick this up, be humble. Okay? It's not going to be something that you just pick up, whether it's the Hypervolt or it's the TheraGun. These take time for you to get used to. Why? You are vibrating your nervous system and all its sensories through your hand. You cannot just assume that you are going to adapt that feeling and just be great at it. It's not feasible, guys. Take the time. Don't sit there and think that you're going to figure it out right away, but don't give up on it right away, okay? Don't think that there's literally 3 months ago and 2.5 years in, I figured out what I think is the perfect rhythm of how to use this. And I'm about to do videos past this, guys, to take you into a step-by-step process for home therapy on every single spot on your body. So if you're watching this video, get ready, guys, because I'm going to make hundreds of videos showing you how to use either the TheraGun or the Hypervolt to fix all your own problems in your own body at home, okay? So, with the TheraGun, what do we got here? Versus the G1. G1 was basically a Rockwell jigsaw, off the market, they converted it, great job, I loved it. This, manufactured piece, it's quality, lots of different attachments. These are a lot quicker to go on than the G1 was. Batteries, really good. Gives you a little indicator right here. It's gonna tell you how your battery charge is. I don't ever use that. Why? Because I have 3 chargers and 9 batteries cycling. I keep it at full frequency all the time, and that's just what I use for my own therapy. So that's something I'll talk about in future videos. With the rest of the features of the TheraGun, it does adjust. The Hypervolt doesn't do that. That's one benefit to it. They used to have a terrible button that was a trigger on here, and that wasn't their fault. They were doing what they did for their first model. Now it's got a nice button, on, off. You just heard it, so there's no question this is a lot louder than the Hypervolt. So that's going to be my big difference when I talk about it here, is the sound. There's definitely a huge difference in sound. So, I mean, if that's something that's going to be your deal breaker for you guys, you might just simply choose it because it's quieter and you can use it at certain times, like I can when my son's sleeping, or when I'm out front at 5:30 in the morning in the sun and I don't want to tick my neighbors off. So, what else about the TheraGun? The Hypervolt, I'm going to talk about it. The one thing you can see here is look at how many grips you can do. I mean, you can go down your back. I mean, look how far I can reach, guys. I mean, that's pretty incredible. And then what happens? Look how far I can reach when I go back up this way. Past where I was. You know what that means? You can do your whole body with this. Now, if you can't put your arm behind your back, in my next videos, I'm going to show you how to strip down the arm and everything like that to get that out there. But long story short, you can use this to do your entire body. So anybody who's saying that this isn't a total body therapy tool, it definitely is. So beyond that, the charge is way better than the first one. It's got about a 45-minute charge on the battery. There's no specific way to charge them, guys, so when you're plugging this in, don't worry about it has to be charged all the way up or drained all the way down before you use it again. Feel free to cycle them how you want. There's no real reason for you to sit there and charge it any specific way. What else did I say about this? I'm gonna go into the Hyperice. So this is the Hyperice Hypervolt, okay? It's got a little power button down here, right there. That's gonna be how you turn it on and off. And then beyond that, you're gonna have 3 little buttons right through there, okay? So, 1, hear it? Definitely a lot quieter than the TheraGun, guys. 2, third one, that's about as loud as it gets. Alright? Ergonomically, I'm not a huge fan. I don't know, I don't have small hands, but I'm gonna tell you, that doesn't go all the way around it. And when you use it for 40 to 50 hours, guys, that's gonna make a difference, okay? Like I said, you can't compete with the sound of this. So if you're gonna be using this right next to your ear with clients or yourself, I mean, it's really quiet, okay? Even on the highs, it's as loud as it gets. Just like, great job, Hyperice. The big thing that it's got that the TheraGun doesn't, okay? Originally, TheraGun set the frequency 33 to 38 hertz, phenomenal, great frequency. Anybody who knows the body and its harmonics and everything, then they know that that actually makes sense. This goes 30, 40, and 50 hertz, okay? Now, wouldn't really think that you would need that in a way, but when you're talking about compensation, what are you talking about? Neutralizing compensation means you neutralize the peeing match between one overactive muscle and one underactive muscle. Level the playing field. That's what vibration does, okay? So you cannot take a small muscle that has a low resonating frequency neurologically and then overcharge it with too much stimulation and expect not to feel pain, guys, okay? Pain is not always relative to what we think it is. You can have overstimulation on a nerve and just get what we feel is pain. Yes, it's pain, but that is our body telling you something, okay? It's not necessarily that you're hurting the area as much as it is that you're sending too much frequency and vibration through it. That's why I like this. The first setting on here is genius. 30 hertz, lower, it does not set the nerves in the neck off, okay? TheraGun. One thing maybe in the future I would think about. It's really hard for me to pick on the TheraGun because I love it. But as you see, guys, this isn't bothering me. Nice single setting. Number 2 is like the TheraGun. My big gripe with the Hypervolt, I can bog it down in a way. I'm debating on if this is a size issue, okay? They don't use a big ball. Hyperice, get a big ball. You need a big ball. This is too small. There's too much pinpoint stimulation for most total body therapy. You need the big ball. Bigger ball does not mean more stimulation. It has more surface area, more vibration, but if you're not misusing the gun, then you will actually be able to lower the stimulation by using a bigger surface area. This is more acute. So I can't figure out if it's just the ball and the texture that they use, but this one grabs on material. Like I can't go across it as easy. And this is going to be loud, but I mean, I'm trying to swing my arm that fast on this side. It's grabbing my shirt. So that's got to be a material thing or a size thing on it. But they have multiple attachments with both of them. They both have a pointed one. This one has a nice like prong fork. I'm not showing you. I'll show it in the other videos. It can go down the spine or everything. Hyperice, come on guys. There's a casted piece on it. There's a seam that goes around it, and if you don't have clothes on with the pointed pieces, they're hard plastic pieces that they have. There's a lip where they seam the plastic, and it will cut into your skin, guys. So be aware of that. If you're not using clothes and you're not using this attachment or their flat attachment, it's going to cut into your skin. So Hyperice, I would really rethink those things on the casting design or whatever you're doing. Get or buff those lips off. I mean, it's 350 bucks. I really feel like that should be taken care of. Same thing. I mean, there's only thing with the the TheraGun when it comes to it is this gets really hot right through here. That's one thing that I did notice with the TheraGun. It is loud. Okay, guys. So it is a loud gun. But, and the batteries, be careful with these guys, okay? They are plastic clips here. It's the only gripe I really have with the TheraGun, because I flip them in, flip them out, okay? And I know a lot of people don't have issues with it, but with therapy tools, I'm gonna be going fast. Like I said, I have 3 chargers and I have about 6 to 8 batteries going all the time because I wanna keep the speed high. But overall, guys, what am I gonna say about these two? If you're doing therapy on clients, I would not recommend this. I'm sorry, I really wouldn't recommend it. Maybe they'll change in the future. That's why they have the Raptor. The Raptor's like an insane carb buffer on steroids for body work. I have yet to use it. I'm gonna get one and play around with it like I do with every single one of them. Kudos to them for having a secondary tool. This is definitely a very good home personal use. The quietness of it, guys, you can't beat it when it comes to that. The different settings is nice for somebody who's not me and not used to it and accustomed to the vibration. Being able to do a lower one, get used to what tissue feels like and what the nervous system responds like and stuff when you go over nerves. Because I mean, you're gonna indirectly put pressure and hit nerves and all different types of things with body work. It's inevitable. You just want to be careful when you're doing it. And having a lower setting kind of retard proofs it. It really does take away. I just say that about myself because I get a little crazy in the beginning, and I remember back when I was first starting, and I got a little crazy with it, like thinking that pressure is always the right way, and it really isn't. So I'm going to go into the other videos where I describe exactly how to use it, but it's nice to have that lower setting. It's nice for it to be quiet, and it's nice that they have about a 3-hour. I've really never even got the battery to go low on this yet. I haven't even got, see, it's got the 4 settings right there. I've never even got it to show 1 green go away, and I've used it for hours. So kudos on the battery life on this. It takes a couple hours to charge. Maybe it doesn't after the first try. I've never really tried it. But I never run this thing down. Never. So that's awesome. And these batteries do last a lot longer than they used to, but it's still like going to be a lesser charge. So kudos to them for having 2 batteries in here for you guys to use. I can't wait till you guys actually get a secondary battery so I can maybe get 2 of these and do some stuff with it. But overall, guys, until they change the tip on this and do a couple things, I would recommend this for home personal use, but not therapy. It could be used for therapy. I mean, by all means, I use it on clients when I want it to be quiet and stuff like that. But this just has a torque capacity because of the compression. And I believe it just has to do with the range of travel, like how far this shaft goes in and out versus how far that's going in and out. Seems a little bit more consistent and closer on this one than this is. So that extra bit of travel creates a little bit more stimulation. It walks away from the tissue easier, so it really makes a smooth glide with using the TheraGun. And I mean, honestly, if you're using this as many hours as I am, guys, you're gonna want a different grip. I realized I was cutting my head off half the time there. But anyways, you're gonna want to use different grips when you use this. So ergonomics, hands down, this gun is insanely better when it comes to it. I've yet to see anything on the market that comes close with the adjustments that you have here. I keep it permanently stuck like this, and I'm going to show you guys all the techniques, which I think is the best technique you could possibly do with this. I don't change it at all. In fact, I actually use a rubber band around here to keep the pivot motion of this from happening because I want it to be exactly how I want the feel to be so I can control it. I love these guns. Overall, I love Hyperice, so I'm not talking trash about anything to do with them. They are phenomenal. I have their sphere, I have like everything. I've yet to use their vibrating full molar in my own personal use, but their sphere, I like hardcore. That thing is like a Death Star. It's amazing. So the Hypersphere from Hyperice is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. Perfect for home use. 350 bucks. Was to my door in 2 days once the back order was done. 600 bucks. Well worth it. For therapy, you're not going to beat it. And if you're using this for therapy, get yourself at least 2 chargers and 4 batteries. But I would recommend going up a little bit higher than that and playing with keeping the frequency up high, guys. And I can't wait to do the videos. I'm going to start doing them right now after this one. You guys, of course, are going to be seeing that after. If you guys are following me, please come over to my Instagram. I post a bunch of free stuff. I post a bunch of different things that I believe, circadian rhythms and biology, that just really the game changer and what we've forgotten as humanity. So please come to my Instagram, @MuscleWhispererJosh. Again, for all of you who have come over to my Instagram, from my Instagram to my YouTube to watch this. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate you guys always being so loving and caring. I really hope this helps, guys. I'm going to show you guys the quality ways to use these things for every part of your body. And I hope that I can actually get you guys to realize that I fix myself, nobody fixes me, and you guys can do it too. There's no reason for you guys to live in pain. There's no reason for you guys to have to deal with anything. And it's so easy, guys, to fix the body. It's so easy. You just got to get comfortable with not being scared of these, and that just takes a little bit of confidence in knowing what you're doing. So please come over to my Instagram if you're not. Continue to follow me in here, and please like and subscribe on everything with my YouTube videos so we can share this with the world. I'm really going to try and get as much free content as I can for you guys to just be happy and be pain-free the way that I am. I love you guys. May God bless you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for watching.